Good morning. It is not morning. Good evening! Yes, let's do this over. Good evening. It's time for our third match of the night. We're gonna see ourselves Navi taking on VirtusPro. It is one game. We're still in the round robin group stages, and so far, Navi has actually been doing really well. So we're gonna see if they can keep that up. Also, of course, I will have a co-caster. However, Bulldog is gonna be right back. He'll be here shortly. He is actually here right now. What a perfect timing that guy has. So welcome back to the broadcast, Bulldog.
Hello.
Hello.
Thank you.
Perfect timing.
Yes, I am perfect. Thank you.
No problem. So Navi, so far, they are actually third on the list in terms of rankings. Although out of the top 3, they have not played that many games yet. They played 9 out of 16 games. 7 wins, 2 losses, so looking pretty good. For VirtusPro, in terms of amount of losses, they look better. They have only got 1 loss. But they only have 3 wins, which means they've only played 4 games. So there's really nothing yet to say from their standing, really, from their ranking. As they just need to play so many games more. VirtusPro Polar, versus Navi. What do you expect for this match?
Well, first of all, Navi has 3 losses, not 2. So they're 7-3 from what I see.
Really?
So it's a yeah.
Oh, I'm watching different standings then.
I think these teams are on very
Seconds
equal
remaining.
level, and I think you go either way. I think it's easily 50-50. And
5 seconds remaining.
VirtusPro get their Tinker. We've played them a lot, and if you play, people generally ban Tinker against them. It's the hero they love to play the most, and well, they got it. And Navi's obviously predicted this, I'm sure.
Yeah.
So yeah, they picked a Doom to counter it, and Puck first too. That's pretty interesting. Ignoring the Death Prophet. Like, Death Prophet is arguably on the same level as Lycan, the most overpowered heroes right now. So it's a bit curious as to why they would
5
leave
seconds
that
remaining.
VP.
I didn't realize that there was 2 different teams, one VirtusPro, one VirtusPro Polar.
Reserve
This is the
time.
normal VirtusPro. Confusing.
Yeah,
VirtusPro's turn to ban.
both are in pretty good spots.
Yeah.
I would say.
In terms of draft, I would say the same thing. It's pretty scary from both sides. I mean, a lot of control coming out from Navi, a lot of pushing power, and with that also really not that much
10
pushing
seconds
potential
remaining.
for VirtusPro. So it's great you can control your enemy, but you can't take down
5
towers.
seconds remaining.
So actually, both of the teams need something that the other team has. How do you think they're gonna solve that? Like, what type of heroes should we expect from the teams?
Well, when you play with Tinker, generally what you want is just teammates or heroes that just are in the middle of the fight, tanking up, creating chaos. And Death Prophet is a great hero for doing that, and Brewmaster is also great for doing that. So I think Brewmaster would be really good for VirtusPro if they like to run it often, which I don't know if they do. But if that's an option, it would be great here, I think. And well, Navi, I'm not sure how they run the Doom. I think it's mainly Funny to place it, but I've also placed it.
Turn to ban.
I mean, these 2 picks show nothing.
Yeah.
So where of VirtusPro, it shows their 2 cores, and it's arguably DP mid or probably Tinker mid actually.
10 seconds
DP safe
remaining.
lane, Tinker mid, and aggressive tri lane. I guess what
5 seconds
depending on what
remaining.
Navi bans, we'll see what they are expecting. They silver ban a Shadow Demon, and now also Bristleback, which is a hero that VirtusPro has
Navi's
used
turn
in an
to
aggressive
pick.
tri lane scenario.
That's gonna go aggro though and leave Death Prophet safe lane? Or is that what you said?
Yeah, that's what I meant. Yeah, I said.
Well,
Said.
it's not very common. I've never seen a safe lane solo Death Prophet. If they do that, they could do, because it's VP. They're very likely to pick 2 roamers now, who they
10
start
seconds
bottom, then
remaining.
move up top. That could be very likely, but
5 seconds.
yeah, from what I've
remaining.
seen at VP, they always pick roaming bottom, it's banned, and if they don't get that, they pick
Reserve time.
Shadow Demon roaming with Wraith King or Vengeful or stuff like that. So both of these 2 heroes that they love to roam with are gone. So we'll
VirtusPro's
see if they still want to
turn
roam.
pick.
They probably will want to do that with Vengeful or something like that. It's their style, which is exactly Navi's style as well. Both teams usually just have 2 roamers run around creating space. So
Navi's turn
it's gonna
to
be fun
pick.
to see what's gonna happen here.
Yeah, Rubik picked up and Sky. Yeah. I don't know. I think VirtusPro, they are an aggressive roaming team. We saw them play yesterday. We didn't see them play for long. We saw them play for 15 minutes because they lost that fast. Because their rotations weren't able to create the momentum that they needed. Now against VirtusPro,
10
I feel
seconds
like they have a
remaining.
bit more time because Tinker and Death Prophet just need quite a bit
5
before they
seconds
are really
remaining.
starting to be a threat. But they also kind of suffer from being shut down, at least Tinker does.
Reserve
So I'm
time.
hoping that Navi can at least, when they go for rotations, make them worth it because, well, that's kind of what they lacked yesterday. It was a really, really fast game yesterday.
Yeah, and well, the Stuff Prophet, she really becomes a machine once she hits level 11. That's really when VirtusPro are going to become strong, because at that point also, assuming
10
they did Stuff
seconds
Prophet's going to have
remaining.
some items at that point, so that's really when they want to fight. They probably don't want to fight too much before
5
that.
seconds remaining.
And well, this game I'm pretty sure we're going to see a Doom with Dagger at least to catch his Tinker.
Yeah.
VirtusPro's turn to pick.
Pretty good. And the Silencer, probably support, I guess. Vansker loves this hero, from what I remember. And
It's
that
not a
means they
really
can't
heavy
roam.
raiming support though, is it?
Yeah, they can't really roam if they do that. This Rubik probably can't even solo roam because a lift is not enough to kill anyone, especially when they have puck mid or something like that, who doesn't deal so much
10
damage. So
seconds remaining.
now let's see if VirtusPro picks their dual roam now and punishes
5
this.
seconds remaining.
I would be surprised if they didn't.
Well, they've
Reserve
taken their time,
time.
go into their reserve time. For Navi, they have no reserve time left whatsoever, so we'll see if they can draft under pressure, which I'm sure they can actually. They probably have something in mind already for their last pick / ban. For VirtusPro, I would really like to see something that can roam together with the Race King or with the Skywrath Mage, and I actually would like to see a Race King coming out from them. That would be pretty good, I think. And otherwise, something like a Sand King wouldn't be bad. They kind of lack stunts. They've got some silence and they got some slow, but that's it. They lack disables. So Wraith King or Sand King or a Shaker, something like that, something with a stun. Even Vengeful Spirit would be a nice one to have here. Regardless, I mean, Navi also likes disables. They have a lift, that's
10
it.
seconds
And everything
remaining.
everybody steals, I guess.
Yeah, for sure.
5 seconds remaining.
Oh, the Void.
We still have him
Soft
too.
lane one.
Turn to ban.
A little bit surprising as to Doom is a very one of the best counters against Void. But it's still a very good pick. Again, it's just, they have this core now, Death Prophet and Void. Death Prophet just runs in,
10 seconds
just screams
remaining.
kill me, and Navi doesn't really have any high burst. They got slow
5
damage
seconds
most of the time,
remaining.
but when this DP gets Eos or when she gets a heart, she's not gonna die.
VirtusPro's
And then Void
turn
just
to
also
ban.
one, and then Tinker is just gonna TP in, stand somewhere safely, blink, or use his burst and blink away. Like, it's gonna be an easy game for him to just move around the fights, because the other two cores
10 seconds
are gonna create so much space for him. So yeah, they got that going for them. And banning a hero.
Remaining.
Well, I guess
Navi's
Faceless Void
turn
with the
to
Skywrath
pick.
Mage is already a pretty scary combination, and they don't want to have a Jakiro to be, combining up with that as well, because that would just be too scary.
Yeah, and they banned the Treant, so they're expecting the Silencer to be a core. And Silencer is a really good hero to counter Tinker, obviously, especially if you run it as
10
a core and you get
seconds
Refresher
remaining.
items. This Tinker is not going to do anything in teamfights.
5
If he gets
seconds
BKB,
remaining.
you refresh and silence him again for 6 seconds, or is it 7? I don't remember, but yeah. So, well, I guess it's a Silencer core,
VirtusPro's
probably,
turn to
and
pick.
just Rubik risking roaming.
Looks good.
Yeah, that seems more likely thing.
And then you can go for an Aghanims on that Silencer and have a bigger impact, I guess, on countering the Void and the Tinker. And if they can get a lot of action done early game, if they can get a lot of kills, then stealing that intellect actually can ramp up quite nicely as well. Now, one of the things that I'm kind of
10
worried
seconds
about,
remaining.
like disregarding the bans, if you were to show me the draft of this,
5
the
seconds
picks of
remaining.
these teams just saying like, okay, this is what they played with. I would look at VirtusPro's lineup and think Tinker, Death Prophet, Skywrath, and Void. How did they get all 4 of those in one game? Is that just because normally all of these heroes are normally first pick, first ban material for generally all teams. Is this an outpick?
No, it's definitely not an outpick. I mean, Navi is giving them these heroes. I mean, this idea that certain heroes are overpowered, sure, certain heroes are very good, but it's not an auto win. You have Tinker and Defro, that doesn't mean you're going to win the game, and they need to sync with each other well as well, and well, VirtusPro kind of does that. So, I mean, basically, I feel like this game is pretty important that Navi gets a good start with the roams. If they get successful roams, I think they can snowball hard and win the game easily, but VP decides to go for an Earthshaker to stop any ganks and play more safe. And this helps Void as well a lot, because generally what you would do with Earthshaker is you block the wave top, so the creeps doesn't pass, and then you get an easy wave of creeps for the Void and offlane, and you just go around mid, check some, and you stack. The Ancients go around stacking, you make sure the sports are not there, use Earthshaker stun when they gank him. That's all you do with Earthshaker, so it's just going to create space and make sure it goes to late game, and if it goes to late game, without VP losing a lot of heroes in the early game, well, then they're probably gonna win. Probably.
Yeah, it's
depends on how much the silencer does.
Well, yeah, if you're thinking like 60 minutes in, he'll be having nice items. Like you're gonna assume that he does, and even then, still, I would put Faces Void in the position to like say, okay, I think that very late game, it will be VirtusPro that takes this. I mean, with the Tinker, with the like they have so many good heroes. It's scary, and it's the same as what we saw yesterday. If they indeed do not get the early game under control, it just gets real scary real fast. Depending on how fast VirtusPro decides to try and push down towers, for which they would need Death Prophet to do well on the lane, of course. As you already pointed out, level 11 is going to be when it gets really scary for Navi if they aren't ahead at that time.
Yeah, and well, Navi can get overrun during mid game as well. It's a risk of that happening if he gets a good start they want. But yeah, late game, there's a small edge to VP, I would say, because of VP having better initiation. Because generally late game, especially in this game, it's all about who's get the better initiation. And Navi, well, they don't really have good initiation. They've got a puck, which is not that great because you can just BKB it and stuff like that. And well, Doom initiating it's not the greatest because you're not gonna have that great of a follow up. Where if VP has Void, you jump in with Void, ult someone late game, that hero dies.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter if you silence him, that hero is gonna die, and well, that's what's gonna happen. So I would say VP has a better draft. However, if Navi gets a good start, then yeah, we'll see what happens. I think it's pretty even though.
Yeah, we'll see. Early game will prove a lot of action, I think, at least, with the pressure being on Navi a bit. And VirtusPro, of course, known for being fairly aggressive. Let's take a look at who is playing what while we wait for FNG to reconnect back in. For VirtusPro, they'll be playing from the Radiant side for this game. Of course, once again, you're watching StarLadder, unofficial cast. And this is our 3rd game out of 4 games today. After this, we'll be having Cloud9 taking on Hellraisers. But for now, it is Navi versus VirtusPro, with VirtusPro having Jotum playing Earthshaker, BCZ playing the Death Prophet, G will be playing the Tinker, and Acido on the Faces Void, and that leaves Yul, last but not least, playing the Skywrath Mage for his team. Then on the Dire side, Navi having Vanscour playing the Rubik, FNG just reconnected back in as Wraith King, Funnick playing the Doom, Dandy on the puck, and it will be Silencer for Havos in a carry position today.
Yeah, the carry Silencer, it was very popular for a while. If you go back a couple months, and well, then it did poorly a few games, and then people just stopped picking it, which is kind of weird. It's just how the metagame works in Dota. You know, sometimes the hero comes up and let's pick it a lot. Like all of a sudden, Warlock is popular, C9 plays it, and then some other teams play it, and now it's being played now and then, Warlock. But yeah, it's nice to see that with the metagame. But it would be nice to have a new patch actually to nerf this a little bit too overpowered heroes.
Yeah.
We're smoking bottom now.
I don't think they can find anything though. I mean, we see Skywrath moving towards this, but if you're gonna be alone in your jungle, you're probably gonna be very careful. So he's fine, and he's also a very fast hero.
Yeah, that's what's really so good about him. If he didn't have 325 movement speed and more like a normal support like Rubik has, well, he's smoked now. I think he has 290, 295. Skywrath Mage would be not picked, I don't think. Or he would be picked, but not as common.
Oh,
30 seconds
okay.
to battle.
Fuel is just a little bit further towards the right. Would have been a kill, but yeah,
That
it
ward.
was VirtusPro that was expecting Navi to ward up the Ancients, which is of course something that did not happen. And this ward that Skywrath placed very early on already doing its work. It's seeing these three heroes stand here, so nobody's
It's
gonna
gonna
be
happen.
coming close. There's no way.
If
The
he's playing, it's
battle
really smart and
begins.
safe here. Earthshaker's not blocking top. He should definitely be doing that. He has nothing else to do anyway. He's gonna sentry. Oh, what a player.
What a player! It's like he's, you know,
Stream sniping.
no, that's not what I was gonna say. If he is like a professional player, professional support player.
Professional stream sniperino.
Yeah, seems so. Well, we have our first rotation coming out. FNG and Van score. Not with the smoke. Just here to block the Ancients and get an ward down. And standing still for a moment, checking if their ward was indeed, or if their position was revealed. In the meantime, Funnick is on the bottom lane. So in terms of laning, I think it's pretty straightforward with Funnick on the off lane on the Doom up against a dual lane for the moment with BCZ supported by Skywrath. We've got Earthshaker being a good support, trying to stack for G, but it's not going to happen because the camp is blocked. Got ourselves a pretty typical mid lane actually here. Tinker versus Puck. Who do you think comes out ahead? Who should be coming out ahead?
I think it's just pretty even. Tinker is it's a pretty strong mid laner, and well, he's got an Earthshaker here helping him, so yeah, this Tinker has 6-5, Puck is 1-0, so
Tricky
It's
lane
just
for
the beginning,
Dundee. Although Dundee is having his bottle coming his way, I would assume. No, that's actually just a salve. Never mind. Too much positive thinking from my side. Dundee does not have a bottle. He has an old talisman, of course. Whoa, top lane. Cedo, he actually in some trouble. Tries to time walk away, but I don't think it's going to be enough. Or is it? It is!
the wand. Yeah,
Oh, wand.
some huge misplay by Vanskor there, just being awful. So yeah, Vanskor.
I would actually say no curse coming out from a Vos, but, you know,
Yeah, Vanskor.
blame all you want.
Yeah, but yeah, Void he's got his backtrack. He's a really hard hero to kill. That's what makes him viable as an offlaner.
Yeah.
But yeah, Doom just left bottom, which I find a bit surprising because he's got the satire creeps. He's got the region, which
Yeah.
is really helpful. And well, it's a solo Skywrath mage. Like, he can get experience from that lane, and well, he's a bit greedy and just want to take the easy route, which means it's possible for Skywrath mage to do what he's doing now because no one's checking up on him.
Yeah, we actually have Skywrath checking for the courier, but the courier went into the jungle instead towards the Doom, so he won't be able to find that one. He's actually gonna scout out the Doom in the jungle though, and his Invis rune still lasting for a little while longer. I wonder if they can make a First Blood happen with that. Where are you expecting First Blood, by the way? Is it indeed mid? Is Dendy gonna die? Or is Faces Void gonna die?
Probably top. He doesn't have mana now either, so and the lane's getting pushed, so he's not gonna get anything more here. So he's just starting to run back, but
Oh, they go for Dendy. Slow is there, but the Fisher didn't reach.
it probably wouldn't have died anyway. No, he wouldn't have died.
Okay.
But yeah, it's probably just these two roamers, FNG and Vanskor, that's gonna get first blood somewhere. So yeah, it just depends where they want to go.
Well,
Probably on this Tinker, it's where they want to, because this Tinker has a really good lane right now. It's farming good. He's got an Earthshaker stacking for him. Agents
yeah, but
are
the stacking is not happening. There's still a block, and
yeah.
the counter block
But this
does
is
not
getting one stack.
counter block the block.
Yeah, you need to block the counter block, but don't block yourself.
Exactly. It's
He's getting
difficult.
this wave at least. See, got him. What a player.
What a player. Well, in the meantime, Doom went back to the bottom lane.
Regeneration.
And it's levels for him basically. The wave is actually in a really good position for him to be at. He's level 3, just a little bit below the Faceless Void. But assuming that I mean, Faceless Void didn't go on an excursion towards his jungle, while Doom did go into an excursion towards his jungle, as he does again right now. He just wants to continue devouring creeps, which is why he's doing this, for the gold. Still, of course, wanting to have the small camp, and it looks like he also wants to try and keep the sacks going. In the meantime,
Oh.
Seedoy in some trouble indeed. Jumps himself away. There is no lift, only a Fate Bolt, but it's not going to be enough to get a kill, and so the mana is not used.
Yeah, one score again.
No. Not going to fall for that. This time, the sentry ward has actually vanished, so now he
Top
can
now, though.
sack. Again, yeah, Wraith King. FNG comes from behind. Has a stun. There is no mana. Actually, there's 6 stick charges. There is mana on the Faceless Void. FNG is gonna find Seedoy
Radiant's
soon,
top
though.
tower is
That's
under
not gonna
attack.
be happening, though. He knows it too, so just gonna harass him away. Might be turning into a bit of a tower push here. We also have a rotation coming in for Earthshaker.
Yeah, just gonna defend the tower.
Yeah, and you just need
Pretty
visions.
smart pickup by Seedoy. By the way, getting this magic stick, it's really helped him a lot in this
Yeah.
lane. So that's good.
So many
Doom
spells
rotating
used.
top as well now. They really want his tower. Do you have anyone who can TP in? No, they're well, Sky's Mage maybe, but looks like they're gonna leave this. Oh, they can block in the scout Wraithking now.
Yep, they
Oh.
can, and they're gonna try and teleport in for the Skywrath Mage. FNG turns around for a stun. Yol already cursed up as well, and he looks to be our first blood indeed. Avos takes it. Funnick trying to get himself some extra right clicks in on Cedo, but Cedo jumps away. They should be able to take this tower though. Funnick, stop tanking that.
Radiant's top tower has
Fisher
fallen.
comes in still, but Funnick is
Dyer's
fine,
bottom tower
despite
is under
tanking
attack.
up a
Bottom
tower
though.
for quite a long time. And it is actually Avos that and gets
Dyer's
first blood
structures are
and gets the
fortified.
tower last hit, and now he's rich. More rich than he
Yeah.
was before anyways.
Is he getting? Oh, he's going Midas. He has Midas recipe and 1300 gold.
Oh, that's actually
Pretty
pretty
good.
impressive. Yeah.
What a player.
What a player.
But yeah, it was a little bit aggressive positioning from the Scarab Mage, shipping in that aggressive.
Yeah. It was a
If
nice
you just
idea,
TP
but
behind the tower, that would have worked. The kill problem. Yeah, they underestimated Navi's damage, I guess.
I think so too. Did they see the Doom before? I think so. Yeah.
Dyer's bottom
Right?
tower is
Yeah,
under
they did.
attack.
They knew he was there, I think.
I think so
Dundee
too.
looking for a kill on Earthshaker. It's level
Perhaps.
7.
He has a haste rune as well, but he decides again. Sid jumps away.
Dyer's middle tower
We
is
do
under
have
attack.
Vanscore rotating. He actually went towards the bottom lane to get some experience, where the first exorcism was also already used. It is Death Prophet that went for the 3-2-1 build, which is. What do you think about Death Prophet? Because a lot of different builds have been going around. Going for exorcism at level 6 straight away. Good, bad, okay sometimes.
As far as I saw it, he just did it so he could push a tower because there were 4 heroes top. So
Yeah.
if that wasn't the case, he might have skipped it because level 1 exorcism doesn't do so much. But yeah, I think it was mainly because of there being 4 top. So as you can
Radiant's
see, the
middle
tower's almost
tower
dead
is under attack.
because of that. So it's definitely right this game. Oh,
Sonic is getting a bit
I
of
can kill
harassment
him
here. You're not
yeah,
gonna.
they can kill him now. If Earthshaker stuns him. Oh, but oh, here they go. Smoke.
Yep, haste rune and smoke. Dendy doesn't really know which way he's gonna go. Decides that he's gonna check for the rune. Oh, he gets lucky. Gets the rune as well. FNG
that's
and
Dendy.
Dendy. Let's see. Going for BZZ.
Oh,
Dream Coil
gee.
is there, and that should be resulting into a kill. He does have actions
Oh
though,
my god.
and yeah, he's actually looking to be okay. He's looking to
Some
be okay.
big plays by Earthshaker there, blocking out the stun from Wraith King. He would have been dead for sure.
Well, that's
Oh.
a rotation. Well, I was gonna say wasted, but then they used the Invis rune, and now Yol is stuck.
Oh,
Was stuck.
does he see him being blocked?
Radiant's
No,
top
he
tower
does,
is
and he
under
walks,
attack.
tries to walk back, gets stunned still. Will end up going down, but looks like Dendy's in some trouble. The Chrono comes out, only locks in Vanscore though. Vanscore will end up dying,
Dyer's
but
middle
Dendy
tower
lives,
is under
and it
attack.
turns into a 1-for-1
Radiant's top tower
exchange
is under
with
attack.
Dendy being safe again near his tower and actually rotating back towards the middle lane.
Yeah, that's That's VP happy with, I'm sure, because this gives space to Tinker, which Tinker gets space. That's good.
Yeah, and actually he's 1700 gold, so he's 300 gold away from his boots of travel.
It's not as fast as it could be, actually. Well, I guess it's because it blocked so much.
Yeah. Teleports in again, bottom lane. Looks like Navi wants to continue fighting, or at least continue keeping the pressure up and leave that mid lane for Wraith King for a while, because FNG is still level 3, so he wants to get some higher levels. It's difficult though, up against a Tinker who is level 9. So, might be a bit of a tricky lane for him, but at least he will get experience, which is the most important thing. As same thing is happening on the top lane. Yol is trying to get experience on top lane, but that curse and the last word is
Yeah, very strong.
very strong. Both are maxed out. Didn't go for glaives. What do you think about
Radiant's
this build?
bottom tower is
Not a
under
level 1
attack.
glaive, not one.
Well, it doesn't do so much anyway. You know, level 1 glaive, what does it do? Like, right now it would do about 15 damage or so. Who cares? And glaives is good in lane because you want to zone out people. You don't take aggro from priest, but he doesn't need to do that because he's got 2 support with him. So it's not necessary, and since he's rushing Aga, I think I'm a little bit confused by his items. Is he going? What's it called? Eels? Eels?
Yules.
Yules?
Yules. He could be.
Yules.
Yules.
Could do it because of all the silence, but I don't know about that.
Just when Death
I don't know
Prophet's up
about
in the air, he can be up in the air too.
Yeah, I
Dire's
think you should
middle
just
tower
tank up
is
with
under
Aga, and
attack.
he gets really tanky, and if he gets silence, he's tanky, he doesn't care.
Yeah, I'm surprised he doesn't get treads.
Yeah,
Like that, first of all.
good.
Dire's bottom tower
As it
is
will
under
be a
attack.
tier 1 tower falling bottom. That's first tower falling on the side of Navi. Towers are now even.
Dire's bottom tower
Scared
has
with
won't be
Mage
last.
stealing it.
That was last, that lasted
Dire's
damage.
bottom tower is under attack.
These 2 towers at their
Radiant
bottom, though.
structures
Exactly
are
placed at the
fortified.
same time, almost? That's interesting. I wonder if they noticed each other warding there.
It was actually, the ward was done by Doom for Navi, that came second, and he was smoked up at the time, and his smoke did not get revealed from placing the ward. As in, he was like just behind, just after the Skywrath. So they didn't notice each other placing it at all. I like that it's almost at the same location. Great minds.
Doom
think
has his
alike.
Midas. Doom has his Midas.
Nice.
And yeah, Silencer is going for his Aga rush. So that makes sense why he's skipping upgrading his boost. He just wants to have the Aga as soon as possible.
Oh yeah. He's actually very
They're gonna kill
close.
top now.
Radiant's middle tower
You might
is
get
under
punished for
attack.
going Staff of Wizardry instead of Strength now.
Yep, Fisher comes out. He's actually on the right side of the Fisher though, and that saves him. Bit of a misplay there coming out from Jotum. At least mispositioning rather.
Yeah, them is not bottom.
No, he's Earthshaker.
Oh. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying.
right. Okay. Because you're saying that if it was an arrow, it would be fine? Right.
Yeah.
This was actually true.
Yeah, so right now for Navi, they're gonna have Dagger on Puck soon, and they're gonna have hopefully Dagger on Doom soon, and Aga on Silencer. And when they have that, that's when they want to fight and just kill everyone. And if they get momentum from that, they probably will gain enough momentum to win the game, perhaps. So we'll see what's gonna happen.
What
You want
time
to
will
Tinker, Dagger.
Tinker still forming Ancients. The stack won't work anymore because it's blocked again. But it's constantly only blocked by Sentry Wards, which basically only gives a very short period that it's actually blocked. So
Yeah.
Tinker is actually still
Radiant's
getting quite a
middle
bit of
tower
farm
is
from that
under
Ancient
attack.
stack.
Yeah, but it's very good to block this. Like he basically lost 300 gold almost since that was blocked now. You can stack, so definitely worth it doing this. Even if it just lasts 3 minutes or 4 minutes.
So both teams are actually kinda, they look content with the way things are going right now, kind of passive in terms of map movement. They're kinda okay with having their heroes just farm up. What is the moment where you think like that for VirtusPro is going to be the moment that they're going to be more
Dire's
aggressive,
middle
and that for
tower
Navi
is
is the
under
moment
attack.
that they will be more aggressive?
Well, VP will not want to be aggressive, but as I mentioned before, they just want the Dagger on Puck, Dagger on Doom, and Aga on Silencer, and they're just a few hundred golds away. Although the Doom is going mech, which it's still pretty good because they have the initiation from Puck, so they
Yeah.
don't need double dagger
Oh.
middle.
Chronosphere from Cedo up on Dendy, up on Avos. Let's see if he can find the kills. Nice lift still, but the Fisher coming in and Dendy actually taking quite a bit of damage. Global Silence coming out though, and Cedo is in trouble. Chronosphere got stolen by Vanscore, and he catches all 3 heroes there for VirtusPro. Can they turn this into kills is the question. Yul's gonna be dead. That is at least one exorcism coming out though, and that is 1 kill extra going the way. Actually, no, never mind. That was his Ank. FNG still alive. 2 heroes dead on the side of VP. With VirtusPro or with Na'Vi not losing a single hero. Only the reincarnation from the Wraith King was the one that got
Dire's
popped there.
middle
And
tower is under attack.
that was pretty close. And I hate to break it to you, but that was a brilliant play from Vanscore.
Well, it was mostly a bad play by Yol there because
Dire's middle
Void
tower
ults.
is under
What
attack.
you want to do with Skyrest is you click ult. However, he used Ancient Seal instead, and well, he doesn't have mana for ultimate.
Oh.
So Puck survives with 100 HP. So if you just clicked ult, the entire fight would have been completely different. Completely different. But since he's not a Chinese, he can't math so good apparently. So some big mistakes there by this Skyrest mage. No racism, Nintendo. But yeah, this a little misplay leads to an entire teamfight lost, which is pretty unfortunate.
Yeah, and that
For
of
them.
course kind of stems also from the supports on the side of VirtusPro just being slightly underleveled and underfarmed. Earthshaker level 4, Skyrat level 6, and in terms of gold just very far behind, so no mana boots. If he had mana boots, he would have been able to use both spells, of course. But regardless of the misplay of Yul, it was still a very good chrono coming out from the Rubik, of course, who stole that and turned it around. So Na'Vi actually get themselves 2 extra kills on the board, create themselves some extra space. They don't actually turn it into something else though, so no extra tower push going on, just what you mentioned, just continuing to get their core items up. We do have a blink dagger on the Puck coming out. Doom has his mechanism, not yet actually, he needs a bit more, he needs about 700 gold. And Silencer has got his Aghanims after that fight. And is not yet level 11
Dire's
however,
bottom
half a
tower
level
is
to
under
go.
attack.
Yeah, it's looking pretty good for now right now. Now they have everything they want, so they're gonna keep the pressure up. I'm just gonna wait for the Silencer ultimate. Unfortunately, they don't have Wraithing ult right now, but they used it to good effect last fight, so... And this Void is very poor, and he might die now. Let's see if Vanscore how good he is.
Let's see, there's a lift. That's
What
gonna
a
be a
lift
Doom
by
coming out as
Vanscore.
well, and Funnick will be able to secure
He
that
stole
one.
the chrono again?
Face
Uh, yes.
He hadn't left.
I stoke the
What a
furnace
player
with
Vanscore
your
is.
corpse.
Well,
He's
this
my
one I
favorite
would
player.
say that is just pure misplay from the Void. Like, you're a hero with 2 spells. One of the things that you learn when playing against a Rubik that you always use that one spell once if you can when you're at the fountain.
Yeah. This Void is super poor. That's a big issue right now for them. He's got almost Vanscore has more farm than him. Yikes. And it's not gonna be easy for him to farm either because you have a Tinker.
Yeah,
Tinker's gonna push all the lanes.
he takes all the wave, and he doesn't even have treads yet. He is indeed doing quite abysmal, but he has a Chronosphere, so for now he will be a utility hero most of all.
Yeah, and going with Skyrmage, this is one of the easiest smokes you can do. Just find someone, an ult, he's dead.
Yeah.
If Skyrmage uses the ult, that is.
If he has got mana for it, let's see. We can
Oh,
see the mini map,
no,
of course, so we
middle.
won't find anybody apart from when they run into further into the jungle for Doom, perhaps Rubik.
And if they run in there, they're probably gonna die themselves. Yeah.
Well,
This
Void
is-
can run real fast in the Chronosphere of the Rubik too, so I guess that helps. Whoa, jump forward. That's going to be a Chronosphere right there. Where's that lift? In comes the Mystic Flare. Global Silence coming out, and the Mechanism. Funnick is still alive. The Chronosphere used. Seedoy, of course, still in there. Can't move extra fast, but Yol is kind of stuck in there. Seedoy dead, and yeah, that is double kill going the way of Dendy. You were right. If they go in there, they're probably dead, and your prediction came true. Funnick lives. Has enough health to live through the damage from the Mystic Flare.
And the Mecha
And the
Imba.
Mechanism, of course, yeah.
I mean, the Skyward is pretty unleveled, and the Faceless Void decided to go the Ring of Aquila build, which I'm not a big fan of. If he had Magical Madness, maybe if he got a lucky 2 or 3 bashes, he would have died. Although he's going the... Well, not the manly build, he's maxing backtrack. Not sure what that is about.
He's
That's
on the off
generally
lane.
not
I don't
what
know.
do. It's definitely not worth it to do that almost ever, I would say. So, yeah. If he had max bash there, he would have killed everyone.
You're waiting in the mid lane. Feels like VirtusPro is a bit more careful than they were before. They still, of course, have that Tinker though. Tinker hasn't died yet. I have to also say he hasn't been involved in any of the kills, which is only one basically. But he hasn't died yet, and he is still one of those heroes that can just completely control the game by himself. So do you feel like Na'Vi maybe having a bit of a pressure in terms of like ending it within, let's say, 15 to 20 minutes? Or are they fine if they continue the way they are?
Just as you said, this Tinker can control the game all by himself to some degree, but Navi thought about this and they have a silencer, so if they fight right now,
Radiant's
Tinker's
bottom
not going
tower
to
is under
do
attack.
anything in team fights.
True.
And when he gets his Dagon, he's not going to do anything in team fights. And once he gets BKB, if he goes BKB after Dagon 1 or something, like he's not going to have any damage, so this Tinker is going to be very weak for a long time until he gets... No, ideally he wants Dagon 5, Ethereal Blade and BKB, but
Radiant's
we're looking
bottom
40 minutes
tower
for those
is under
items.
attack.
So Navi has a pretty big opening right now. Pretty big opening.
They do. They're actually looking actively for making that opening work for them. Dendi chasing after FNG, who has got that stun, of course. But they can't find anybody apart from Tinker, who just teleported into bottom lane. And they can't kill Tinker, because he will probably be gone by the time that they arrive. Or will he? Jumps further into
Did
the
you see the
trees.
blink effect?
I don't know.
It's all good.
Probably did, but he's already gone. BKB picked up by Death Prophet. So Yules and BKB. Also, BZZ hasn't died yet.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Also doing
Yeah.
pretty okay. Well, they
If this Void wasn't so underformed, I would feel a little bit more confident in VP's
Dire's
ability to
middle
win,
tower
but
is under attack.
he's just an
Radiant's
ult right
bottom
now.
tower is under attack.
That's all he does. And, well, now, here we go.
Radiant structure
yeah,
is
jumps
offline.
forward, catches Yule. Dendi gets help from FNG. The global silence is there as well. Death Prophet's already picked up at the end of the fight. That's an ecosystem coming out from Vanscore, by the way, in case you're wondering where all those ghosts are coming from. In the meantime, Fisher coming out to try and stop Phonic from
Wow.
chasing, but that's not gonna happen. He gets another kill. Seedoy, he has got a chrono, but he's gonna try. Yeah.
Run!
There's stick
Yeah,
charges and a
Phosphorus
mech up on
coming.
Phonic. He is fine. Mechs up his entire team. Silence up. G is actually getting silence from that as well. They can jump in on it, but I followed the Skywrath mage getting picked off. How did Death Prophet die so fast? He got doomed up. I know that part.
I followed the Death Prophet. Oh, she just ran in and BKB'd and then they just hit her. She died. In 2 seconds for some reason. I'm not sure how that even happened.
Crits
Like-
from the Wraith King? No, he doesn't have crit.
well,
Oh, he
had
has a
to do-
wolf. Phonic has a wolf. He's hitting quite hard.
Yeah, that's why. So yeah, they just hit him to death. I mean, with this build, he went on Death Prophet. His health pool is not so big. The BKB he only gets 10 strength from that, and I mean, once he gets doomed, Doom doesn't care. He's very tanky from the ghosts. He's got 12 armor. He's got mech, and yeah, he just hits this Death Prophet, and he's gonna keep doing that in every single team fight, I'm sure.
Yeah, and he didn't even use the mech at the start of the fight. He only used it for the first time in the fight when he was stuck in the Chronosphere, which was, by the way, bit of a questionable decision from Seedoy, because at that point it was only G and Seedoy alive, and G was nowhere to be found. So it was kind of like a bit of too much positive thinking coming out from the Faceless Void there, thinking he could make something happen against that Doom.
Yeah, I don't know about that, and well, oh no. But this Vanskar steals the Exorcist in the middle of the team fight, and then he steals
Chronos.
Chronosphere.
Yep.
What a player this guy is.
What a player.
Dire's top tower
Although it
is under
seems like
attack.
stealing the Chronosphere is being made easy for him at this point. This is the third time already. It's scary. Whoa, Jotum. And that's a Dendi trap.
Has fallen.
Before my time.
Then
Radiant's
this-
middle tower is under
Oh,
attack.
hello!
Standing right.
Phonic jumps forward. There's a Doom upon Cedo. He won't be a factor in this fight, but Funnick is still taking so much damage with that Ancient Steel up there. The Global Silence coming out, but he still has to run. Cedo, though, he will end up going down or at least getting denied. Nope, Silencer gets a double kill, actually. Death Prophet getting it. Funnick jumps back forward, goes for Jotum. G is still here, but he got the level death on him. Can't teleport out. That's what he was trying to do, and now he just has to blink away. In the meantime, we have still got a Skywrath Mage lost in Nowhere Land. Like, the rest of his team is already home. So the Deadly Trap resulted into 3 people dying, and that Aghanim's Global Silence. Is the refresher done? Not yet, but actually it is. I would think that it's in the courier? Yes.
Yeah.
That's a 23-minute Aghanim's Refresher Silencer. Might not have treads, but I'll forgive him for this time.
Yeah. This is pretty bad for VP now. I mean, what the Stinker at least got involved. He's got 1 kill now, 23 minutes in. And he's got his day gone. Stuff of wizardry.
For stuff?
Is he going for stuff? Or eels, maybe? Eels?
Eels! If you're
Not
saying
being
eels,
eels.
it's more like of those fishes. You know, an eel.
be
1
going-
eel, 2 eels.
He might be going eels.
Roshan has
Oh,
fallen.
hello!
Eels?
That's a Corrupt Swarm stolen though. And it looks like we have...
Alright.
Okay!
Someone doesn't want Navi to win.
Yeah.
Ease game.
This happened. We do have them coming back in though, but that...
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, well that's fine. Thank you, Valve, for giving us a bit. Like, I think Vanscore is would otherwise be dead by now. I think actually.
Yeah, Masker.
But the Roshan is already taken. At this point, it should be VirtusPro that backs off.
Yeah, they might do something desperate though and lose the game. I don't know. Like, how do they win this game? Eels is not gonna do anything on Tinker.
Eels.
An eel?
No, that's a fish.
Is an eel a fish?
Eel is a fish.
Is it a worm?
No, but it is a kind of a wormy fish, like.
Yeah. It's true. I have to look this up.
Okay.
Yeah.
Dire's
The
middle tower
Yules.
has been denied.
Yay!
It's gonna help him, but yeah, I don't know how much. Because he's got double ult now. And it's 216 as well, which is 7 seconds.
Yeah, it's too scary. It's like they have to kill the silencer. They have to pick up that silencer with the chronosphere before they can do anything else. Before they can actually try and fight Navi, I think. Because if that silencer gets both of his ultis off, we saw it just now, those supports will drop from that alone.
Yeah.
At least
And
Skywrath
he's got
will.
Aegis now, so yeah, good luck chronoing this guy. Oh, there you go. They're doing it.
They're doing it. But no
Come on.
Crony. I got Chrono. Global Silence coming out.
Crony.
Silence up on a Vost as well. He'll still be able to use his refresher if he wishes to. But Void is already dead, so why even would he bother? Void, like, I don't know. It was a nice idea. They weren't anticipating Vanscore being right around the corner though, that lift. Void is too underfarmed. He needs his BKB before they can actually start doing more of that.
Oh. Masker doing the
Done.
place.
Nice Fisher coming out, but I don't think it matters. He was up in the air. BCZ getting silenced because the refresher was used. And that will result into BCZ dead, G dead. More kills happening for Navi. It's 2-16.
Yeah.
The dream of 3-2-2 is alive.
Game is over,
Radiant's
maybe?
middle
Or
tower
is it?
under attack.
Yol?
Is it?
Is it?
Yol is turning it?
No.
You almost got a return kill there.
Almost. Very
Yeah,
close.
both Doom and Thing.
Do you think
Yeah,
it's gonna...
it's impossible.
Radiant's
Do you think it's gonna
middle
end at
tower is
3-2-2?
under attack.
3-2-2.
Could happen. They need a team wipe and get 1 kill in return.
3-2.
Radiant's middle tower has
Oh.
fallen.
Oh yeah. Yeah. That's a dream.
That is a dream.
It's a dream.
Radiant's
Can
bottom
always
tower
hope.
is under attack.
But yeah. I mean, the problem for Reaper right now is when the silent happens,
They can't
you've
do...
got a Rubik that can catch you, you've got a Race Game that can catch you, you've got a Puck that can catch your entire team, You've got a Doom who can. Well, he can't really catch you, but you got these 3 heroes with daggers. You can't run
Yep.
from a team fight. If
Well,
you
what's
get
the
caught,
alternative?
you
The
die.
alternative is not to get caught out. They have to just have Tinker do his thing, like split push, trying to keep the lanes pushed out, and just hope and pray that that Void is getting some farm somewhere. Oh, smoke
Yeah.
comes up. I think they maybe have seen Cedo and Yol smoke up together with Jodam behind the Death Prophet. Looks like Navi is not sticking around though. Or are they? They are actually. Cedoy thinking about the right
Fight.
opening. Looking for the right chrono.
The
FNG's
dream.
there first. And that's gonna be BZZ stunned up first. Global Silence still coming out. And that is at least the reincarnation gone. Dendy and Phonic stuck in the chrono. Chrono gets returned though. Rubik is gonna be the one to die on the side of Navi. The Silencer loses his ages. BZZ goes down for real this time. They do get 2 kills however though, so the Dream is dead. Dream is very dead. 420 is the Dream then. 2 more kills to go. Jodam, he is gonna die. 1 more kill to go and they can't find anybody. BZZ bought back. Doesn't have an exorcism up. He can turn this around. Global Silence was still there. But there's nobody there. No.
Getting his mana. Jesus. That spell. That's a lot of damage.
It does. Actually, this was a pretty good fight for VirtusPro, I thought. I mean,
Yeah.
considering the previous fight they had.
For sure, but the Death Prophet had to buy back, and really all it does is it just delays the game. Silencer didn't have both of his ulted fights, and well, he didn't have any ulted fights.
Well,
So I mean, it's just Navi feeling very confident, and they don't care. I would say like if this was TI Grand Final, they would not be there. They would play safe, wait for our ults, then we fight. But they feel probably like they won the game now, so they're playing it a little bit carelessly, perhaps, and let that fight happen.
Perhaps that is the opening the VirtusPro was waiting for. BZZ thinking about maybe making something happen. He does have some backup. Is gonna be in trouble himself though. Vanscourt silenced up, but the Global Silence comes out and they will be trying to take down Yol. And no, they can't catch up on the Death Prophet anymore. She turned on her BKB. It is 420. VirtusPro, however, they are not calling it quits just yet. They have still got some fight in them. So I'm sorry, but we're not gonna end on this one.
Come on.
Okay.
Go GG.
New goal is 6-3-3.
6,
It's
3,
BZZ.
3. Yeah. I don't like that goal.
Oh. What's your next goal then?
6, 4, 4.
Why?
Split it in 2. You know why. 3, 2, 2.
Yay. Okay, but I don't think we're gonna
Multiple.
have 44 kills with 2 return kills. Like 22 extra kills.
Maybe they
24 extra kills.
farming count. Oh, they're smoking. This is probably the last fight, I would say. If it doesn't go well for VP, I would think they would GG out.
Oh, there is only one. No, there is no ulti on the map for Silencer. He does not have his ult. This is the time to fight. FNG on the other side of the river might be able to jump that. They think they.
What a bait.
But he has
What
his
a
ult
bait.
up, so that's behind him there is indeed.
Well, if you see where the heroes are, they're kind of
Yeah.
baiting pretty hard. And
But
well,
a
VP
Race King
recognizes
is
that.
not really a right hero to bait with.
He is because he's got ultimate.
Yeah, but people, why would you jump a hero that will come back to life anyway? That gives his team way too much time to come in, even if they wouldn't stand right behind him.
They're desperate. That's why they're super desperate. But yeah. They're just
Not
waiting for the
desperate
ults now. Then they will go. The Midas on a silencer. Use it. Yes. 24 intelligence for the silencer. I wish you could see
From who?
if you've lost intelligence. Yeah, it would be nice to see if Faceless Void has -4 or something.
Yeah, I agree with that.
It's kind of low intelligence. 24. It's pretty low.
Well, to be honest, he is the one that died 5 times, so he's 1/4 of the kills of Navi. And, like, it's 2 intellect per time, right? That's 12 kills that Silencer has been taking part of. So,
Player.
yeah. We have... Oh, these supports on the side of VirtusPro are so low level, it's so sad. Everybody on the side of Navi is level 13 or higher, with level 8 and 9 and 11 still on the side of VirtusPro. Even the Void's still level 11. Yeah, at least he is level 11, but he doesn't go for. He goes for the second level in backtrack.
That is probably the dumbest thing I've ever seen.
Rather than for the extra second in or extra half a second in this chrono.
Yeah, it's not only that, it's that it's 20 seconds less cooldown.
True.
That is one of the weirdest things I've ever seen, and a lot of people don't seem to be aware of that. Once you hit level 11, you need 2200 amount of experience. That's a lot of experience. Where from 10 to 11, I think you need 600 experience. So since he didn't skill ult at level 11, it's gonna take a long time for him to get level 2 ult. So yeah, I'm not sure what he was thinking. Maybe he doesn't care. It's possible.
It is possible. But you kind of do need to care at this point, though. That's the point.
Maybe he's angry.
There's some inner turmoil going on. We have Navi smoking up, and they're roaming into enemy jungle. And that is already Dendy jumping forward. Dream coiling up on G. He is silenced up though. Fisher coming out as well and bursted down before the global silence actually takes effect. BCC turns on his BKB, not silenced but doomed up afterwards. They are actually gonna try to take down the rest. The second global silence coming out. Seedoy dead. Earthshaker, Jolum dead. Joel can't TP out because he doesn't have mana to TP out, even though he does have 5 stacks. TP.
I didn't
There
know.
we go. Sorry, I followed the guy that was decided to not TP out, but the Doom still took down enough profit. But Joel lives!
Pretty funny fight.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
All the supports were just standing to the right, just waiting for the silence roll to run out, but it never did run out.
It never did run out.
It was double.
Radiant's bottom tower
Well, at least
is under
Skyrat
attack.
lives. He's not really a hero that can stop the faith of the tier 2 tower here, though.
Yeah, and I admire VP for not giving up. It's pretty impressive, I guess.
I guess so.
They really believe in the Tinker.
Radiant's
Believe in the
bottom
Tinker.
tower has fallen.
Fisher stolen.
What
Quite
a
a good
player.
spell.
Fisher.
They
One of the
did
best
blow up
spells.
Dendy real fast, though. I mean, that was pretty good. He
Yeah,
died
it was a
so fast.
little bit of himself fault and Havos, because why wouldn't Havos silence earlier? Make sure something like that wouldn't happen.
He was used up. Actually, no, that was the first silence. I don't know why he didn't silence earlier. Second silence, he was used.
I guess they weren't 100% sure that it was Tinker alone, so they thought, no, well, maybe it's only Tinker, so I'll need to silence.
And then it was too late because the flare was already out.
Yeah. Now they're going Roche, and it's not cheats yet. Game hasn't been so long.
Finally upgrading boots for the silencer. Boots of travel.
What a player.
Roshan has fallen to the down.
And the Aegis is his as well. He is highest on net worth, closely followed by Funix Doom, who did struggle a bit at the start of the game, but he's definitely caught up with the Midas. Hasn't died yet. It's 808 going for a hero. It is going to be the Death Prophet turning on her BKB and running away real fast as her, well, as fast as she can fly.
She flies?
Floats.
Hoover?
Hoover?
She hovers? She hoops?
Yeah, must be. Fuck dies again, same combination as earlier. This time with Vos though is going for the Faceless Void by himself. Can do that, and now G is next target. Cursed up, but still, he's up in the air. In comes the Ghost Scepter. It's not gonna be enough though. That
Oh,
should
mana.
still be the kill. Boom. Triple kill and a godlike. More godlikes as also Doom kills off Death Prophet, so that chase
That is it.
that we missed was happening in
Killing
the
at your
fountain.
fountain! Just GG! They're killing at your fucking fountain!
They want to
Give
end
up.
with 644. They're trying to do you a favor.
Jesus, these guys are
They have
really
Tinker
fighting to the end.
and Void. There's always a chance in Dota.
Radiant's
Please,
bottom tower
go.
is under attack.
It's
Yeah, this
looking
Just a
pretty
Rose.
grim.
Silencer, it's not all about those. Like,
Structures are
at this point,
fortified.
Silencer hits really, really hard.
Yes,
So,
Radiant's middle tower has
he
fallen.
does.
gets hit people, they die.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Oh,
we
one
have
square. Gets caught in
towers
the
and,
stun.
and racks taken down on all
Radiant's
sides.
bottom tower has
Still
3
no-
armor Rubik.
Oh,
What a
GG.
player.
Radiant's middle barracks are under attack.
3 armor
Radiant's middle
Rubik.
barracks
Yeah,
has
so
fallen.
useful, so good.
Perma stun.
Radiant's bottom barracks are under attack.
Oh, BZ came too close. Cursed up, blink forward for Dandy, gets a silence out, but decides to jump out. Oh, never mind, too late.
Radiant's bottom
Too late.
has fallen.
The walls, no silence.
Yeah. G in some trouble, puts on his Ghost Scepter. And that
did he get
is
exorcism?
exorcism stolen!
Oh,
More
one scar.
ghosts.
What a
Radiant's top
player.
tower
What a
is
player.
under
There's
Battle
your
Stone 60.
GG. That was about time, to be honest. But that means that Navi will win their game here in StarLadder. Still sitting on 3 losses then, and now 8 wins. VirtusPro lose their 2nd game in the Star Series so far. This is only their 5th game though, so they have plenty of chances to come back in it. We have one more game tonight at least.
That's their 3rd loss.
What? VirtusPro?
Yeah. That was their 3rd loss, wasn't it? Yeah, they're 4-2. Where are you looking this stuff up?
At the StarLadder website.
Well, I'm looking at Join Dota.
Well, June Dota's more up to date than the StarLadder website then. I will change my ranking things. So I'll be up to date for the next match, which is going to be Cloud9 again, that we saw earlier today. This time they'll be going up against Hellraisers. So the former, it's Dread's team basically. So make sure you stick
Oh.
around. And we'll be right back. Yay! Ooh.
Alright.
Alright.